Saunders. I'm from Ingersoll, Ontario, Canada. I breed Oriental frills, African owls, turbits, working on visors, turbotines, dominoes, and anything else that pops out in any of the odd directions. I've had pigeons since I was 13, so that makes it 50 years. Learned my lessons from some of the greatest breeders that ever bred frills. Paul McNorgan, Henry Schmall, Grant Daniels, Frank Poltowski Sr. Been doing some judging for the last few years. Built myself the Dream Loft, breed year round. And really, if a frill owl or a turbot doesn't have a headpiece on it, you might as well put it in the garbage can. No matter how pretty they are, they ain't good pigeons. Thank you very much.
I'm Vercouteren from Wisconsin. That's in southeastern Wisconsin. I'm one of the guys in the states that is probably about as far north. Well, Dave Forsberg in Michigan is further north than I, but there are not many of us in the colder parts of the country. I do have the luxury of a heated loft, which makes raising Oriental frills a lot easier. I've been in pigeons basically all my life since I was like 7 years old. I got my first commies. And years ago I had classic frills, but they were, as I remember, they were a little bit bullier nosed than the classic frills of today. In Oriental frills, I've been in them for 14 years now. At times I still feel like a novice, but I like the challenge of raising frills. I guess I enjoy the frustrations of raising frills because it's a complete package. You get it all. I have blondinettes and also satinettes in most of the colors. I guess there really isn't a whole lot else. A person that's helped me along my journey with the frills has been Jerry Lieberman. I deeply appreciate, and he's probably the person that's kept me in them at times, and I do owe him a great debt of gratitude. I guess that's about it.
Do you have any your favorite color for the satinette or blondinette?
I guess my favorite color for both would be black lace. Black lace blondes and black lace sats.
Yeah. And how many frills do you have currently?
Boy, that's a loaded question. Just thinking of the loft at home, and I probably have 40, 45.
40, 45. Okay. And you mentioned that you're very fortunate enough to have a heated loft. How do you heat that loft?
We moved about 12 years ago, and the first couple of years at our old place, we did not have a heated loft, but I did put heaters in it in February or March.
Okay.
When we built the new loft, we put heat coils in the floor, we poured the concrete, and we have a boiler a wood boiler that we heat our house with, and that's also piped into that system, and it's been very effective.
Wow, that's pretty nice. Now, without seeing your loft and knowing the size of it, do you have it partitioned off in sections for young birds versus birds that might be breeding?
Yes, we have it sectioned off into 6 pens.
Okay.
There's 2 pens for feeders. and I do a lot of individual cage breeding also.
Okay.
I have the luxury of enough wall space that I can do that also.
Okay.
So it's basically 2 feeder pens. There's 2 pens of breeders, and there's a pen each of the cocks and hens that we aren't using.
Okay.
And then they also double as our young bird pens.
Now, do you also have a fly pen for the birds to go out in?
We just have sun porches.
Sun porch. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And when your birds go out in the sun porch area, do you have a set schedule where you might give them a bath to protect against parasites? Or is there a secret recipe that you follow of your own?
There is not a secret recipe, but we give it to them regularly.
Okay.
They get the option at least once a week.
Okay. Okay. All right. Is there any one Oriental Frill club that you can speak highly of? There's as of today, we have the American Oriental Frill Club. There's the Central, the Eastern, and the Western. Do you recommend someone getting into the Oriental Frills belonging to their regional club plus the American? Is there any benefits to it that you can say to us, or?
Right now, as far as viability, I would definitely opt in the Central Club.
Okay.
As Dale alluded to, there's a lot of politics. There's been some rough times in the club, and right now, in my mind, Central is still the viable answer.
Yeah. And the members that belong to the Central Oriental Frill Club, it's pretty much from what I'm finding out, it seems like everyone gets along pretty well, and it's a good group of guys, and I guess everyone takes care of each other when in need of possibly needing a bird for a project or something.
I would say yes.
Okay.
Yes. Everybody, seems to be willing to help.
Okay.
To help people out.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.